Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris, this is Financial Prepper. I have Stacey with me at the Anvil. It's January the 24th, 2025. The price of precious metals today is $30.95 for silver and $2,782 for gold. I'll start doing that in the front of the videos because we need to pay attention to the price of precious metals as crypto and all this other stuff's going on. Now, today's video is about some observations and things we've noticed about Trump. I don't know if there's anybody live that's watched more of what's going on with Trump than Stacey, starting at way before the inauguration, for sure all the way through the inauguration, and now he's done some really incredible things.
Yes, he has.
The stuff that 79 orders that Biden gave, he's done away with, and he's done over 200 himself. It's not even a week yet. He hasn't even been in office 5 days.
He's pardoned people. He's headed right now on a plane to North Carolina, to LA to see the fires. He's done some amazing, amazing stuff. Yes, I am. I am a nerd junkie when it comes to this kind of stuff. I love to see what's happening, what's going on in our world and the economy. And including, I ask a lot of the other YouTubers, I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? What does this mean? Is this a pump and dump for XRP or different things like that? And because he came out and said we're going to be #1 for AI and crypto. His World Economic Forum speech, by the way, was probably one of the best speeches he ever gave. But he did something the other day on his 3rd day when he was president about Stargate Company.
Stargate. This is.
And he had Sam Altman. Go ahead.
A hang up for me when you had those three up.
It had a red flag, and the fact that Bill Gates went and met with him before the inauguration, and they had a 3-hour dinner. And he came out with all these quote unquote, he was so open to, well, you know the
Bill
what.
Gates was so happy
Yes.
that he was so open to health. When he says
Yes.
health, he means medicine
Yes.
that he fabricates and gives to the population. This is my hang up with President Trump. I don't want another warp speed project.
Right.
What we're talking about in this video is the 3 that met, Sam Altman, Larry Facelift Ellison, and the SoftBank guy.
So tell him why you call him Larry Facelift.
Well, he can't blink, all right?
He said so.
Sometimes when you get a facelift, your eyebrows get really lifted. Like, it's wild. Anyway, not judging him. I could just tell he was really concerned about his outward appearance.
So when he came out, Trump did, and so I think he's looking at it from a business perspective, which I get, because they're going to put like $5 billion into the economy in the next 4 years or something, and they're really trying to get this SoftBank company from Japan to invest in the United States. He said he wanted $1 trillion, then $2 trillion, or something like that.
Billion, I believe it was billion, wasn't it?
The 500 billion is for Stargate, but he wants the Japan company, the SoftBank, to invest in other stuff.
SoftBank, just to fill you in, Alibaba, Uber, WeWork, Arm Holdings, Megatech.
Yes.
Huge, huge, huge company.
And they just finished a huge underground through the water, through a cable connecting Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines. I forget all the different ones. They just finished that also. So they're huge, and he wants him to invest in the United States, which I see it from a business standpoint. But here's where the red flags went up. So they're going to collect all, it's because it's going to be an AI. It's going to all generate on AI, and AI is going to be able to pinpoint if you have any genetic issue and be able to create you a vaccine in 48 hours. They're going to have to collect all your data.
The promise is it's a cure for cancer.
That's what they said.
Who wouldn't want that?
Yep.
Right? Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but this is my hang up. You can do 1,000 good things and do one thing that is questionable, and we need to pay attention to it. I'm not trying to say anything bad about President Trump. I'm just saying there is a possibility that he's 79 years old, and it's hard to grasp how big of a deal AI is.
Or the repercussions from
10 years later.
Yes, when you collect everyone's data and you have everyone's information and how it can be used. And so they're starting a place in Texas, and but interestingly enough, Sam Altman posted a video on Twitter showing that it's already been built. it was under another name, and now they've redone it as Stargate, and they're starting to collect money for this. They're going to collect all your information, and it's also based on Oracle, which is another interesting factor, which Larry, the plastic guy he was talking about, plastic face guy, the plastic surgery guy. Facelift man. Oracle has been in the bed with the government for years and years. I think they did the first CIA database. I know when I personally worked for the FBI, all of our software or databases were based usually on Oracle. So you got that's in the mix. You got Sam Altman in the mix, who Elon Musk, interestingly, does not like. And then you've got this Japan, the SoftBank. It's going to cure diseases, cancer vaccines. It's based on mRNA. It's based on your genes. It sounds so good when he was presenting it. But the fact that they're going to capture all of your information, are you going to be required to get your information to get any of this stuff? Is the insurance going to require you? Matter of fact, as Redacted mentioned that, and I was like, I hadn't thought about that. Are you going to be required to be a participant of this AI to get any health care?
100%.
So can you not
Why
get
would
insurance?
a healthcare company insure you if you said no, and the promise is we can give you a vax that we can get from Bill Gates for $100 or $500, whatever it is, and then be done with it? Why would they do that? Yeah, for sure. I think, nothing's for sure, but it makes total sense to me. Trump's also saying it will create 100,000 jobs almost immediately. Now, the first thing that went off in my mind was AI's deflationary. I mean, it takes jobs away. We know that. What I think he's saying is the goal is to build massive data centers and physical campuses across the U.S. Is that the 100,000 jobs that will be created immediately, and then after the fact, we live in an AI dystopian place where the government watches you constantly and cameras watch you? And Larry, the facelift guy, said the same thing. He said that there's going to be, cameras we can watch. We can make sure society is doing what they're supposed to. Police officers, they really paint a pretty picture.
1984 book.
Police officers will be monitored constantly. If there's a shooting that goes down, it will notify the police chief immediately. It sounds too good to be true, and you know how those usually end up. So just some things that we need to watch, and it really started for me when I saw those three stand together. The only one missing was probably Bill Gates.
And he'd already been to see him.
And he'd already done his 3-hour meeting, where immediately afterwards they stripped, what was their names?
Stephanie
Spear and Aaron Siri of their advisory roles when it comes to vac safety.
Well, that Kennedy,
what happened?
Yeah, that he
Kennedy appointed them.
Yep.
Therefore, safety. Where's the disconnect, and why did it happen after Billy G had the meeting? I know Trump is really good at business.
He is. So I think he's looking at it from maybe a business angle, but I just hope he doesn't miss the repercussions of our privacy, our rights, moral and ethics and stuff like that. Red flags went off like crazy when I watched that press release.
I don't want another Operation Warp Speed.
No.
That was, and then it was set into place with good intention from Trump. And then how did that get abused later, after the fact?
Mandated and all that stuff.
Why was Fauci ever there? Who pulled the wool over Trump's eyes on that? What happened there? Yeah. There's a lot of questions that I have that never gets addressed. The dog's eating a wooden block. Man, these dogs are something.
Oh, right. We love having them around.
So that's the concern.
Yep.
And I want everybody to just pay attention. It's not Trump's the man on the big white horse, and he's doing so many great things, and then, oh, wait a minute, there's this one thing, that could be really bad. But on the flip side, it could be we're the first. United States first. Somebody's going to do it. Might as well be us.
That's what he said at the World Economic Forum when he did his speech the other day, which probably was one of his best speeches that he's given. He said, we're going to be number one with crypto and number one with AI. And he came out and said that, which he said a lot of other stuff too, which was really interesting. He talked about regulations, and we'll get into that in another video. But this was just a red flag. I came out and told Chris after I watched this press release. I said, babe, this is just, I'm not, there's something else that's going on behind the scenes and I'm not sure what it is, but I don't like it.
Short term, amazing. Obvious downsides, we don't know yet. We only know it happened from the past, and I hope it doesn't happen again. You know, these Project Warp Speed things, is it going to be that with the AI stuff and the new way they're going to start treating these medicines that we get from Billy G, that's for health? You know, that's...
You comply or you don't get it.
Right, and your insurance won't cover you if you don't do it. And then maybe there's a mark, you know, you got to take, and then it's just laying stuff up for the future. That's what it looks like to me. So,
pay attention.
That's a lot of bad news. Pay attention to the tension.
But
Sorry about that.
But we'll have coffee in the morning. We're going to talk about some good stuff that's happening.
Coffee in the morning. We'll talk about maybe all of the positive things Trump's done. Yeah. It's been really impressive to watch him. 5 days in, the man doesn't sleep. Hardest work. If you don't take in, you cannot like the man, but you have to respect his work ethic. He is a go-getter, no doubt.
Yep.
Have an awesome, awesome day, guys. If you want precious metals, you're thinking about it, get this price list from the description. She's a broker for Miles Franklin. So I'm going to put that in there right here at the end of the video, even though nobody watches the end. We'll see you in the next one. Later.